like ball height, pretty face guy like bruh. How do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. My daddy like boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Oklahoma. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throw on 3rd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Panthers football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Rams will take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Cut out left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll motion a tight end left. Play action now. Young. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers go up 6-0 here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It is Cup, left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing from the gun. He's got a man left. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Short side option here. He's running left. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's good for 7 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Short side option here. He's running. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, I one time had a coach tell me, hey, listen, I need you to be more of an artist and not a blacksmith. I need you to create. QB here does a great job creating, trying to buy something out of nothing. Unfortunately, as the clock ran out, that ball's punched free, and he gives it away.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Tight end going in motion here. That's caught for the first. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hand off here for Brooks. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Out of the gun, Young. Got Mingo, it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Trying again following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Field goal attempts coming up from John Parker-Romo. From the left hash, this will be from 50. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked!
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now. And wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To throw here on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 22. And it brings up an LA first down. They'll throw it. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, LA. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. He'll throw it. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 28.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Young working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Panthers with a 3rd and 3. Now Young. It's taken in by Mingo. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
It's a gain of 17 on that one, and that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I love throwing on 1st down, and when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Romo's point after is good. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards. That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing it again here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. They can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Bertolet able to knock it through. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. This is Brooks heading left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Young. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Young to throw it. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here's Brooks. Runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The tip definitely broke up that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
He's going to throw this one. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Throwing from the gun here. This one will be intercepted. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They've got a man in motion. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Defense shows blitz. Young. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Sticking to the air, it's Young. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This finds Mitchell, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. Just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Rams get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Young throwing here. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd down, it's Young. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Romo adds the point after. And the Panthers lead by 15 now. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Massive hit. The ball is out. Panthers pick this one up. Wow, he's dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. On the give, it's Brooks. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They motion the tight end over. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
And the Panthers 1st down.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Looking to throw, Young. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. The kick by Roddy's good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Chooses to bring this one out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
He put everything he had into this one. They get it right back. That's intercepted. possession of the football.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Working quickly here.
It's a game of 9. Brings up
2nd and 1.
At the Panthers' 26-yard.
Brought in right side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They'll throw on first. He's got it at the 5. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams make it an 11-point ball game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now we give to Brooks, coming left. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Rush coming for Young. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay. I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Young working from the gun. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Getting out to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He's across the 20, still going. And they finally get to him at the 15. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's a throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards.
This make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Brooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Panthers leading by 8. To the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Brooks. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Going to the ground again on 1st. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Rams have some new life in the 4th.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Has it at the 7. It's another touchdown. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for second down. Here he is to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now to throw. Flush out now to his left. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Carolina in punt formation. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Setting up to pass. This finds Mitchell complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. From the right hash, 52 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And that, folks, is your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners.